Hey there everyone, and welcome to episode 19 of the Writer's Corner. Today I thought I'd start a new series of videos, or podcast episodes, and if you're listening on the podcast, thank you for tuning in, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the podcast, either on iTunes or SoundCloud. It means the world to me if you guys could do that. But I thought I would do something different that I haven't done before, and I thought it was a really good idea. And I hope you guys do too. I'm going to do a fan casting of my books. I'm going to do a fan cast at least once for each book, and I thought what better way to start off this new series of videos or podcasts than to start with my upcoming novella, Void. So today I'm going to be doing a fan cast YouTube edition, which means I'm going to be picking YouTubers I think would be perfect for the roles of my 6 main characters in Void. And the fun part is that I'm going to describe each character a little bit, and in the comments below, either in the podcast or on my YouTube channel here, if you're watching the video, you guys can leave your thoughts on which YouTuber you think would be perfect in those roles and why. So it's like a little fun little game you guys can play at home. So here we go. Without further ado, here is my Void Fancast YouTube edition. So the first fan casting I'd like to do is for Javier, which is kind of the heart of this group of friends. Which the book, if you guys don't know already, because I've been talking about it a lot over the weeks, but if you guys don't know, Void is my first ever contemporary romance drama. It's a novella, so it's not a full novel, but it's longer than a short story. It's the story of 6 friends who are each dealing with some sort of tragedy or hardship in their lives. They're all young adults. They're all living in LA, Southern California, and they're all struggling with certain things. And so they have to kind of come together to find hope in their lives again and to move on as not just friends, but as kind of like a makeshift family. So I thought I would start with Javier. Javier is a very strong, in the book he's Hispanic, but that kind of, the whole thing with look and race, I'm very open to interpretations, and so it doesn't have to fit the exact look of the book for me. I just care that the character itself is done justice. So Javier, this strong emotional person, kind of like the heart and soul of this group. He's the one that people go to when they're going through a hard time. But the hard thing for him is when the book starts, he's going through something tragic himself. He has had a loss in his life, one that affects him deeply and is having an emotional toll on him to the point where he's not able to be there like he used to. And so that's where we come in the book with Javier. So, with that in mind, I thought my choice for a YouTuber who would be perfect for this role is Chester C. I'm a fan of his music. I think he's a good actor, and I've seen him pull off some very emotional performances in his music videos, to the point where it inspired me in part when I was writing this book. I think he would be perfect for the role of Javier. He could bring the emotion needed to that role, and I think he could pull off being the emotional core of this group of friends and kind of being the one people turn to. So I think Jasper C is my personal choice for Javier. The next character I want to cast is Pamela. Pamela Jenkins is her full name. She is kind of the female version of Javier, where she is an emotional core as well. She is kind of the kind-hearted nurturer of the group. She kind of takes it upon herself, especially when Javier is at this low point in his life, to kind of bring people together, to bring this group of friends together. She is Javier's best friend out of the whole group. They're all friends, but she is his best friend. She's a photographer. She has a dog, a golden retriever named Clark. She is a very down-to-earth, emotional, but calm presence around everyone. She helps big time bring people together during this time where Javier can't be there for them. So, with that in mind, my choice for this character is Colleen Evans. If you guys don't know already, she was Colleen Ballinger, but she just recently got married, which is also a big inspiration when I was writing the story for finding that romantic love aspect of the story. She has a sincerity in her videos that I find very endearing, and what I think is perfect for Pamela, the character. I think she could pull it off big time. I think she is very talented. She is very funny in her videos, but I think there's more to her than that. I think she's got an emotional core that could shine through big time in this adaptation. And so that's why I picked Colleen Evans as Pamela. Now for this next character, I knew who I wanted for this role immediately. This person fits the bill perfectly, not just because of his personality or anything. I think that, especially after recently reading his book, he has the backstory and personal experience that could help elevate his performance to a whole new level and bring this character to life in a way that I never thought possible. So this character is named Jasper, Jasper Collins, I believe. And I'm sorry if I'm forgetting all this right now. I'm just got a lot on my plate. But Jasper Collins, he's an athletic looking guy. He's very handsome, good looking, model looks. But his struggle, that what he's going through, is that he is gay, and that's not the struggle part. He accepts himself that he's gay. It took a while, but you know, he's at a point in his life where he accepts himself as an openly gay man. However, he has not told his parents yet, and the trouble with that is his father is a very devout religious person, as is his mom, and his father is actually a pastor who is a very narrow-minded person who is of the thought, old school thought, that homosexuality is a sin, and a very raw emotional struggle for Jasper is that he is afraid to tell his parents, because he knows the second he does it that his relationship with his father is over, and possibly his mother as well. So with that in mind, with that kind of character in mind, the perfect cast for me is Joey Graceffa. He's proven he can act in his web series Storytellers, as well as in his other videos. He recently made a very emotional video where he came out, and after reading his book that I just finished reading, he's the perfect choice for Jasper for me. He can capture that emotion that is needed for this performance. He's very athletic and good looking. He's strong. You know, I think he can pull off this performance gracefully and possibly steal the show of this web series. So that's why my choice is Joey Graceffa. Now, my next choice to cast, the character's name is Michelle. She's a young Asian American woman who's very shy, very demure. She is a dog groomer. She is a very loving person. She's always there for her friends, but her struggle is that she is in a very abusive relationship. When she first was growing up and got into adulthood, she was a very strong, independent woman. She never took flack from anyone, but she fell in love, and that love quickly became a very hostile relationship, and her feelings for him clouded her judgment, and she found herself losing that strong, independent person that she had always been. So when we come into the book, she is struggling to find that strong, independent person again. She knows that she's with an abusive man, but she can't find it within herself to leave him, and she's trying to find the strength to get to that point where she can leave him. You know, and I thought The person I would choose for this role is Anna Akana. Now, I don't know much about Anna Akana. Yes, she has the look, but that's not why I chose her, obviously. I recently watched a podcast that she did with Grace Helbig, and on top of being funny, I saw something in her. I saw a spark that I think could bring a very down-to-earth feel to this character. I think she could pull off the shy aspect of her personality when the adaption first starts. And I think I could see the fire building within her as the story progresses to the point where she captures that strong, independent person again. And I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know much else about Anna Akana, but the look and that spark I saw in her eyes just made me instantly think of her for this role. So, my choice for Michelle, Anna Akana. Next, and this is the last two characters. These characters are married in the novella, and their struggle is they're in a failing marriage. The first character I'm going to choose, his name is Julian. Julian Lauderdale, I believe. And again, forgive me if I'm forgetting their last names, but I'm kind of focused right now. Julian was a very artistic person who was very carefree. But once he got married, he thought that it was his duty to always provide the best for his wife. And he let himself get sucked into a corporate job. And as the years have gone on, he's become so work and goal-oriented and focused that he's lost sight of the romantic side of himself, the creative side of himself, the carefree, loving, nurturing person that he was. He's now goal-driven. He's now so focused on work that he's ignoring his wife, that he's getting in fights, he's blowing up at her for no reason. And I thought the perfect person to capture that, and this is a complete turn for me. This is like what I think could be the comedian turned dramatic actor that no one expects. Toby Turner, Tobuscus. He's hilarious. He's funny. And the character, Julian, he's originally from Scotland. And Toby Turner has done Scottish accents in his video. But, hear me out. There's been some amazing... Jim Carrey, hilarious actor. Hilarious comedian. I've loved him for years. And then you see him in a film like The Number 23. Or Eternal Sunshine on the Spotless Mind. Such an emotional performance, such a dramatic turn that no one would expect from him as an actor, as a performer. So that's what I think Toby Turner could be for the YouTube space. He's hilarious, but I think he could capture this role perfectly. He could be the serious, asshole for the beginning part, and then see his character kind of grow and evolve as the story progresses. So, Toby Turner, my choice for Julian. His wife now, Brienne. Brienne is a beautiful, strong, fierce, and powerful African-American woman who is just gorgeous. She's Julian's wife. And she's at the breaking point in the marriage. She is not going to take his crap anymore. She's starting to fight with him because she just can't sit there and take his attitude towards her. And so they fight a lot. And she's getting to the point where she is ready to call for a divorce if he doesn't change his ways. She is the opposite of Michelle, where she'll just sit there and take whatever is thrown at her. She'll speak her mind. She will call him out on his crap, and she will put her foot down when necessary. She is the backbone and power behind this group of friends. And so my choice would be beauty guru, vlogger, YouTuber, Andrea Brooks, or Andrea's Choice. She's gorgeous, beyond gorgeous. And I think that she can have a really good chance to kind of capture the essence of this character I think it would be awesome to see her interact with Toby Turner, see their interactions with one another, and I think she could bring a very real presence to this character that I kind of always imagine in my head. She, kind of like Joey Graceffa, is someone I imagine for this role immediately. So, Andrea Brooks, my choice for Brienne. And that does it for my YouTube cast of Void. I imagined Void when I first started writing this as a web series that I'd love to have made one day. And these were the people that my first choice. Now again, everyone changes, and if this happens to get adapted one day, I'm sure that the perfect cast, even if it's not this cast, will be amazing. And I'm looking forward to it. These are just, for now, as an author who dreams of having their book adapted one day, this is my cast for this series, so, or for this book, this novella. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 19 of The Writer's Corner. This was my YouTube fan cast. In the comments below, either on the podcast on SoundCloud or iTunes, if you want to leave a great review, I'd really appreciate it. Or on my YouTube channel, if you haven't subscribed, please hit subscribe to both my podcast and my YouTube channel. Leave your comments telling me who you would cast in these roles and why. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you check out all our social media links down below if you haven't already. Give this video a big thumbs up. Like this video, comment on it, favorite it, and share it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'd really appreciate it if you could. And, yeah. Make sure you check out The Eye in the Sky on my YouTube channel over here to see our recommended videos of the week. And I am out of here. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time on The Writer's Corner. Long days and pleasant nights, my friends.